What I find inspiring about this library is how easy it is to access so many different points of view from the world. You know, you can look at books from like limited edition, visionary. Then you can also look at your old ID books, and just they're so close to each other and they're so easy to access. What I find so inspiring about this place is, outside of this space, it's quite hard to find books like this, whereas here, you just need to ask somebody and they can just unlock the glass and get you something. So. One piece of advice I would give a student is to stay here as long as possible. Don't just search one thing and find that one thing. You might find something that you've never thought to look at before. Don't be afraid to stay here longer than you feel you need to. Just be relaxed, take in the space, and just look at all the books. Just literally spend an hour in one aisle.
The most inspirational things about the CSM library are the range of subject areas that are covered, so you can really easily look at a wide range of fine art artists, as well as look at theatre design, graphic design, code, philosophy. You can do this within one library really quickly and easily, and I think this is a very good thing and it's very inspirational. Also, they have a really wide range of periodicals, which, unlike books, you can get to know a lot of information really quickly, and they also cover a lot of subjects that are really interesting. My favorite resources in the CSM library are the special collections where you can find really beautiful items like the Visionaire collection, which is right behind me. This NASA Atlas of the Solar System, which I remember looking at when I was studying foundation as well in the old library. And it's got this beautiful images of the Mars system, and it's beautiful. They were really inspiring back then.
Like, one piece of advice I would give is, if you're looking for a book, try to always sort of look for 5 books ahead of the book that you're looking for, and 5 books before the book you're looking for. You might end up finding something really interesting and random that you were not looking for, but it might totally make sense for what you're researching. So this is one of my favorite books in the entire library. It's called People of the 21st Century. It's by Hans H. Kabun, who's a photographer. And what I love about this book is that he sort of photographs like normal people on this in a city, in the street of a city, and it's amazing to sort of like look at the details on clothing. But through this book, you can really explore sort of the normality of those clothes and admire them, and I love it.
Something I really like in this library is the fact that you can use it in different ways. I personally used to think that the library was mostly a very quiet place, and actually coming here I could experience different ways of using the library. What I really like here is this different perspective, and you can choose, and you can whether talk, whether meditate, whether read very quietly, or exchange some ideas and thoughts with your friends. So if I could give an advice to a new student, I would say that of course it's very important to have a look to the catalog if you are looking for something, to ask the librarians obviously, or to follow the advices from your tutors. I would recommend to somehow just engage with the space, just walking around, getting lost, in the library as a way of discovering yourself somehow with your body. Some books that you might have not found in a computer or in a question asking your supervisor or the librarian, but something that you can find through the exploration of the physical space of the library.
Welcome to the Materials and Products collection at Central St. Martin's. This is a fantastic resource. We have a range of samples to inspire you and to help you source materials. I think a collection like this inspires artists and designers to find new applications for materials. You never know where your project will take you to when you come to a collection like this. The journey begins here.
My most inspiring place in the library is the textile design aisle, because I can find all the information about patterns I would ever need and just inspiration for new projects. The best place to work in the library, I think, is down next to these windows facing the fountains, so that if you have a lot of work to do and you feel as though you're trapped inside, you can look out and see people and get inspired by that as well.